Hello grade 3, today we are going to study first lesson in our term, so lesson 61. Before starts our lesson, we should keep multiplication table and revision some lessons like perimeter and area. So the meaning of perimeter was the sum of outside lengths of any polygon, and the area is the number of small square units that cover the shape. So go to book on lesson 61. Here he said that Jana wanted to find the area of this rectangle. She looked at the dimensions and then filled the rectangle with yellow and blue tiles. Then she counted the tiles and found the area to be 31 square units. Do you agree with Jana? Why or why not? طبعا احنا هنتكلم عن الاريا. What is the meaning of area? The number of small square units that cover the shape. Or we have a rule for area of any rectangle. Area of any rectangle equals length times width. But where length and width? Here we have the dimension. Dimensions means length and width. So length is the greater side, 10 units, and width is the smaller side, 3 units. So area equals 10 times 3. 10 times 3 equals 30 square units. So the area is 30 units. So Jana here in our example is wrong. So we disagree. And there is another wrong. Here Jana used some small squares like this, yellow and blue, but she used a rectangle like this, and we have space here not covered. The area must be covered, all the rectangle must be covered. So Jana is wrong. We can say that I don't agree. Now we can go to our lesson today. Our lesson about a new property of multiplication is called associative property. To explain this property, we will take an example. Now we have an array, 3 rows and 2 columns. So we can do multiplication 3 times 2 to get the total of this array. But if we have another array have the same number of these stars, so we can do times 2. 3, it means 3 rows, 2 4 columns, and 2 for 2 arrays. Now how I can get the product of these 3 factors? I can take the first factor with the second factor like this between brackets and get the product of them at first. Then multiply the third factor. So 3 times 2 equals 6 times 2 equals 12. 12, it means the total number of stars I have in the 2 arrays, the first and the second array. So go to book, page 2, and read the exercise. Before reading the exercise, we should remember that the associative property is a property of multiplication when we multiply three factors. So he said that number one, pick three factors, card or roll the die to find three factors. On the left side here, we draw number cards from 0 to 6, and we can use any three factors from here. As he write here, he take 3 and 5 and 2. Okay, we take 3, 5 and 2. Three times 5 times 2. We can take the first number with the second number as he solved, then times the third factor is 2. So 3 times 5 equals 15 times 2. We can't multiply two digits by one digit, so we can say that is repeated addition, 15 plus 15. Equals 30. And on the second side, he asked me another way. We can change the order and get the product. It means replace the factors together. So we can take the second with the third between brackets, then times the first factor and get the product of the second and the third. 5 times 2 equals 10 times 3 equals 30. Now we get the same product, 30 on the second way and we get 30 on the first way. So we can note that change the order of the factors, not change the product. We have the same product here. Remember, this is the associative property in multiplication. So number 2, he asked me write two multiplication equation using parentheses. This is called parentheses. It means the brackets. Sorry. So we did it already. Number 3, solve to find the product for each equation. Okay, this done. Use the workspace to show this is done. What do you note? Okay, we notice that associative property, we can replace the factors or change the order and the product not change. So you can solve this exercise by using any three factors from number cards. So go to book page 4. Okay, before solving a challenge, we can take another exercise on associative property. Like if we have 3 times 4 between brackets times 5 equals what equals what times 3 times 5. Here we have equal between right side and left side. So we have 3 factors here are known, and here we know only 2 factors. So where is the first factor? Okay, we can say that the product on the right and on the left are equal. So factors must be equal or the same factors. So here we have 5 and here we have 5. Here we have 3 and here we have 3. So the missing number or the missing factor is 4. So we can write on the first factor 4. And now we can go to challenge. Number 1, circle the equation below that have the same value as 9 times 2 times 5. Okay, the first equation, 9 times 2 times 5. Okay, we have the same factor here and change the order. We get the result of 2 times 5, then multiply times 9. So if we have the same factors but change the place, not change the factor, the product, so we can say that have the same value. Okay, 11 times 5. Okay, we have factor 5 here, but the first factor 11 not equal 9 times 2. 11 is 9 plus 2. So the equation is changed. So reviews the equation. The third equation, 9 times 10. Okay, we have the first factor 9. Here we have 9. Okay, but 2 times 5 replaced by 10. Okay, the product of 2 times 5 is 10. So we can say that this equation have the same value and circle it. Okay, number 2, circle the equation below that have the same value. Okay, the same exercise. We have 3 factors in associative property. 4 times 10 times 3. Okay, here we have 4. Okay, we have 4 in the first factor, but the second factor is 13. Okay, 13 is 10 plus 3, not 10 times 3. So the first equation is reviewed. The second equation, we have 4 times 3. In our exercise we have 4 and the answer 4. Okay, this is the same factor. 30, okay, 30 equals 10 times 3. So we can circle this equation because it has the same value. Same value, it means same product or same result. The third equation, 14 times 3. We have 3 here and 3 here. But 14 not equal 4 times 10. So we reviewed this equation. And the last equation is 4 times 3 times 10. The same factor, 4, 4, 10, 10, 3, 3. But replace the factors together. He changed the order, not change the product. So we can circle the last equation. Now, go to exercise 2. He said that Kamal brought home 2 boxes. Okay, we can draw this exercise to know the meaning of this exercise. We have 2 boxes here. And filled with bags of apples. Each box has 3 bags. Okay, here we have 3 bags. Each box has 3 bags. It means we have 2 boxes. Each box times number of bags. Here we have 3. Here we have 3. So times 3. But our exercise not finished yet. So complete reading with 5 apples in each. So each bag has 5 apples. Here we have 5, 5, 5. Okay, now we have 5 is repeated in each bags. So times 5. Now we should get the result by any way. We can take the first with the second, like 2 times 3 between brackets times the third number 5. Or we can get the first with the third between brackets times the second. And note where is the easy way. Okay, now get the product of 2 times 3. 2 times 3 equals 6. 6 times 5 equals 30. The second way, 2 times 5 equals 10. 10 times 3 equals 30. Now we have the same product in the 2 ways, but as we know, 10, any number times 10 is easier to get the result. So we can prefer the second way. If we have 2 numbers, get 10 or multiples of 10, we prefer this way to get the product by easy way. Now please write the definition of associative property in your student book. Okay, the associative property, it means when we multiply 3 factors, we can change the order and the product will be the same, not change. So you can write this definition in your student book. This is all for today. Thank you.